to the Bat Pulse.
Welcome back to Batmonth on the channel. If you've got the new McFarlane Batmobile, you got to have a place to park it. And we're going to be looking at McFarlane's new Batcave, which I was completely going to pass on. The Batmobile and the figures I think are extremely affordable. The Batcave, not so much at a glance, but I saw it all displayed at Jay Bartlett's house, and when I saw how the way he had it set up with the Batmobile in it in person, I decided, yeah, I need to get this thing. It looks like it's just filled with the same type of 60s fun camp that the rest of the show had. And there's a picture of the bright night. Got the lights on a little brighter today in honor of the bright night. All these consoles, bat gadgets, bat computer. Can you believe this right here? Ages 12 and up? It's crazy. So I'm glad I got the heads up about this thing from Jay, that this was just cardboard. Because I think knowing is not just half the battle with this playset, it's the whole battle. I think that's cool, knowing ahead of time that it's going to be cardboard. An old-fashioned style. It's kind of like that Mego Star Trek sort of, was it cardboard or kind of flimsy material? If I had just bought this thing expecting something really, really rigid and sturdy, I probably would have thrown this out actually, thinking it was part of the packaging. There's some of the consoles in here. Some assembly required, but I am getting a real nostalgic kick out of opening up this playset. There's just something so cool about getting like little baggies of parts and assembling. This is totally an old-fashioned style playset. It has to be assembled. Word of warning, I'm always bringing this up to people who like to keep playsets, not figures, but vehicles and playsets mint in box. Playsets, I don't know. Personally, for me, I wouldn't keep like a vehicle mint in box and have it like this, all in their baggies and disassembled in the box. Here is something to consider if you want to keep this or other vehicles or playsets mint in box. These are taped together. This was by the manufacturer, taped together. Now imagine keeping this 50 years mint in box and what that's gonna do in 50 years. It's just gonna calcify and probably permanently damage the thing. So just something to keep in mind. If you want to do it, go for it. But if you ever do decide to open it, don't be surprised if stuff like that happens. And this thing's humongous. There's actually no instructions. That's surprising. You gotta just look at the back of the box in order to assemble everything. Open up some more of the bat gadgets. Hey, that's nice. It's wrapped up with some nice tissue paper in order to prevent it from scraping against itself. These are just all individual computer consoles and stuff. International crime photo file. US and Canada. Crime photo file. They got two different files there. And same deal over here. I like the show, but I don't know the show well enough to be able to look at that and go, oh my god, I remember seeing that 1,000 times. So to me, this is just cool filler for the playset. I just want a place to stick the Batmobile. The memory bank. With recording equipment. It's all stickers. So again, very old school feel to the whole thing. Instead of painting these details on, they've just stuck stickers on there. And here's the fully assembled Batcave. Holy gigantic playset, Batman. That takes a lot more real estate than I thought it was going to. I thought it was just going to be this kind of small looking playset to park the Batmobile, but I mean, this thing is as wide if you put the pad down for the Batmobile, and all of the consoles out in front, like the back of the box shows, it's just as wide as it is tall, and it's quite tall. These everything is just standing here, so it tends to fall over. Nothing clips into each other. The one problem I'm noticing with mine is that this railing right here won't stay in. I've tried to plug it in about 10 times now, and it'll go in. A couple of the other ones won't stay in either, but I get it in and then it just pops out after a couple of minutes, or not even a minute. So like I said earlier, I don't know much about this thing, but I love how it looks. I love how bright this red and yellow is. It's very fun, very 66 Batman. There are these things on the side here. Maybe these are the poles that Batman and Robin slide down. I'm not entirely sure. They just kind of hook onto the top of the Batcave like that. Got a little ladder to go to the second level, and there's all sorts of just little Easter eggs in here. This sign up here says, "Keep off atomic pile, super high voltage." It all looks cool, but it doesn't really do much other than just be a diorama for Batman, Robin, and the Batmobile. So I thought this Batmobile looked really awesome on its own, and it's kind of overwhelming actually. It's so much bigger than I thought it was going to be, and sturdy. I was expecting a lot more cardboard, and this is actually really, like, this is plastic with a really beautiful wash on it as well. It's not just plain plastic, it's got a nice wash that really brings out all the detail in it, and it's movable too. Like, this panel will fold in. I'll knock all my consoles off, but like, in order to give yourself a little bit more space, I guess you can collapse it a little bit if you don't have all that much space. It's still going to come out really far wide because of all the consoles in the front, but I suppose if you wanted to, you could put some of these up top. Who's really to say where anything goes? I'm sure Batman and Robin did some rearranging every once in a while. Would have been nice. Care to go to Nitpick City for a second? Just a tiny little foot on the back of these really thin ones, so that it wouldn't fall back so easily. And you can set up your Batman and Robin figures so that they can tap away on the keys, accessing police files on all the different villains that are threatening Gotham City, with permission from Commissioner Gordon, of course. Or just park the Batmobile empty like that and have Batman and Robin standing watch, waiting patiently for the next criminal in Gotham City to pull something nefarious. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, and to join the tribe, hit subscribe. Nerdmaste, chum.